I had no idea so many people were going to be interested in a 16-minute architectural walking tour of Collingwood and Fitzroy, but this is video 1, part 1, Stop A, so let's go. This building was designed by JCB Architects, and to me it's a masterclass in how sometimes the best architecture is the architecture that you don't notice. For this project, I want to focus on what the hell is a datum line, and then how this building uses its roof line to settle into its context so that you barely notice a shiny new apartment building has landed in the middle of character listed housing. Part 1, what the hell is a datum line? A datum line is a tool that architects or designers use to help them visually arrange a building. You can see how in this building everything below the line of the awning is a dark colour and everything above the line of the awning is the white sort of neutral colour. That line is a datum line. And the designers are using it to break up the scale of the building, but it's also doing something else. Dark colours are visually recessive. So the decision to make the ground plane dark and the top portion light means that you don't read the mass of the building, which is the light part, touching the ground. It looks like it's hovering. So if that's what it looks like on the opposite side of the street, then when you're walking next to it, you barely notice that there's a shiny new apartment building above you, like in this shot here. And when you go into these tenancies, they don't feel new. Shops feel like old boutiques. To me, the reason this is so successful is because they've gone with a window instead of what you see in more and more often in new apartment buildings, which is floor to ceiling glazing. And if you've watched any of my other videos, you know how I feel about floor to ceiling glazing. So yeah, the power of a windowsill, I think, is working wonders in making a new development feel like it belongs in a street that's full of heritage facades, character listed buildings. Now let's move on to the roofline. You'll notice that the roofline rakes down at each of its corners to meet its neighbor. This is a really beautiful response to context. And the roof kind of becomes this topography that shifts and shapes depending on who the building is sort of sitting next to. It's quite sculptural and it gives the building a really nice overall form that you can tell is not a cookie cutter extruded rectangle. All of these decisions, having the dark ground plane and having a roof line that dips and leans into its neighbours, makes this building something kind of easy to miss if you're walking past it. And that's by design. It's why I think it's such a successful example of responding to context. The architecture here isn't trying to compete with the heritage facades or the eclectic shop owners or the restaurants, which is what the experience of Gertrude Street is actually about. Instead, it takes a back step and says, I'm going to sort of mirror the world around me in the way that I can lean in and pull back and let the street experience take over. The last thing I wanted to say is, like, obviously I can't get inside these apartments, someone lives there, but I just went onto the architect's website. Go have a look if you want. And I always wondered what these crazy sloped roof lines would do to the experience of being in the apartment. And I think it's safe to say this is also a sick experience for the people that are living there, not just the people experiencing it on the street. So it's a win-win-win for me, and next time you're walking along Gertrude Street, go check out this building. Okay, so we've done Stop A. Next stop is going to be Stop B, which is a building designed by Wattle Studio, and I think it's only like 5 minutes walk.